What's up guys? In today's video I'm going to be pushing some ladder on Path of Legends early season using Hog Mortar. So Hog is one of the best win conditions in the game right now, and as you can see it is one of the boosted cards this season, so I decided I definitely wanted to make a video on it early on. If you don't have the Mighty Miner unlocked or leveled up, I'd probably recommend using the Valkyrie instead. That's going to be a pretty solid replacement. And yeah, like I said, Hog is just one of the best win conditions right now. I think it's going to be quite strong this season. As you guys can see, I'm in League 5 right now. By the end of the video, we should be at least in League 6, and I'm probably planning on streaming my push to Ultimate Champion on YouTube either today, I guess well, technically it is Wednesday that I'm recording this, so probably I'll stream it either later this day, Wednesday, or Thursday, my push to Ultimate. And also, pretty much a lot of Hog decks are really good right now, so not just Hog Mortar, but also Hog Bomb Tower, so you can kind of play around with the variation and see which one that you prefer. So we're just going to go guards on this Musk here. He's got Musk and guards as well. I almost wonder if this is potentially a mirror match. It very well could be, or he might just have a couple cards different. Okay, but with the Phoenix it is going to be something else. He's got Phoenix, Musk, guards. So I'm kind of... Okay, so he is using Mortar. So it's this Mortar Phoenix deck. I think this was really good a few months ago. It's not as good. I think there's some Mortar decks that are a bit better right now, but I guess it's still, you know, somewhat decent for sure. We're going to get a log going there. We barely get it down in time before that hatches. That was really good. We're going to send in the Hog because his guards are out of cycle, and guards are probably his best counter to the Hog besides the Mortar, of course. But we have Earthquake for that Mortar, so we should be able to break through it without too much of an issue. And that's why the Earthquake is just so solid in this deck. Actually, one of my previous videos talked about why I think 2.6 isn't that good, because Earthquake is just so much better inside of Hog decks, and those are, you can see, the dominating Hog decks in the meta. Pretty much this past year or two have all had Earthquake for the most part. So this guy's got the Phoenix down. I think it took enough damage to where it's not going to get a hit on the tower. Yeah, it doesn't. So we'll send in a Mortar here. I have my Earthquake ready if he decides to... So he's going to go Musk and Poison. Wow, so that's a lot of elixir. I think that's going to give the Mortar enough time to shoot that Musk. Yeah, so nice log over there. We still maintain our lead here. Let's go for a Mighty Miner at the bridge, and then I'm going to go Musk to maybe snipe his guards that he'll probably play. Yeah, he is going to go guards, and then let's get an Earthquake going. Oh, he's going to Mortar, but he actually played it on the left, so he ended up kind of bypassing that Earthquake. That was a good placement on his end. I think normally that's not a great placement, but in that situation, it ended up being really solid. Maybe he was predicting my Earthquake. Either that, or he just got lucky, which I guess is also a possibility, but either way, we can just say it ended up working out pretty nicely for him. So I'll just go for an Ice Spirit here. I think that Musk is going to get pushed in the other lane, unfortunately. But we'll keep up the pressure with her. We'll go Mighty Miner in front. And then let's actually try to... Yeah, let's send this Mighty Miner in the other lane. And now let's go Earthquake. Maybe he'll... Yeah, this time around he does end up playing that Mortar right into the Earthquake. So maybe we'll be able to get a Hog hit. Yes, we are. Even with the guards down, the Hog does sneak in a connection. That was really, really solid over there. So let's go for a Hog Rider here, just because it's going to force him to have to defend pretty quickly, and I knew he didn't have his Mortar and cycle, and as a result we do end up getting a Hog connection, which is what I was hoping. He might pressure with a Mortar here and get kind of aggressive, because we are winning by a decent amount. Instead he decides to cycle a Poison. Let's just go for a log here to ensure that that Phoenix egg doesn't hatch. I guess even if the Phoenix did hatch, it probably wouldn't have been too hard to defend since I had the Musk down, but might as well do it anyway. So we get a nice Earthquake going over here. We'll go ahead and pop the Mighty Miner ability. It ends up actually pushing away the Musk, and maybe it took out one of the guards I didn't see, but probably not the best ability. He's calling a good game. He probably knows that his fate is already sealed. I'm just going to go for a Hog here because he just committed so much elixir, and I don't think he'll be able to play a Mortar right away. He actually does, but we'll be able to Earthquake it, and yeah, actually that was a good Mortar on his end. He does get a connection, but we still maintain a decent lead here, so even if we need to just cycle Earthquakes, we probably can do that. But let's go for a Mighty Miner here, go for a Hog log, because he'll probably go guards for sure. Either way, let's get Earthquake down. Yeah, he has to go for a last second Mortar. Hog is gonna get that connection that we needed, and it gets a second shot. That's gonna be GG there. Nice win against that Mortar Miner deck. Mortar in general is just very solid right now. Even with Miner, it's still good, even after that small, health nerf that the mortar got. Didn't affect the card too much because most of the matchups remain the same. It's just slightly worse against lightning and then, well, I guess also earthquake, which, we happen to be using. So this guy actually decided to go mortar first play of the game, which is, a pretty safe starting play. It's kind of like going hog first play. Like, you can't really... It's not really going to overcommit or anything. This might actually be a very similar matchup over here to what we're running. He might actually be straight up using hog mortar, or he might be using miner, kind of like the last guy. So he's going to miner with that musk. So I'm actually glad I entirely ignored that mortar in the left there, since I'm ignoring the miner in the right. I feel like that definitely made sense to do that. So we're going to go mortar, and then what I'm going to try to do is probably send in a hog right after to apply some pressure and protect the mortar. He's going to... Ooh, wow, he misclicks the mortar. That's a massive mistake over there. I guess maybe I could give him the benefit of the doubt a little bit. It's not like... It's not maybe entirely his fault because he didn't know I was going to hog, but at the same time, I think that was a bad mortar placement to do regardless in that scenario. He probably just wanted to play it, more, I guess, in the normal spot, like maybe one tile higher or something, to ensure that that hog I played wouldn't go to the tower, obviously, but, yeah, really good for me regardless. So we'll go Musk here. He's probably going to go... Okay, he actually goes Goblins. I thought he was going to go Mighty Miner. He cycled back to them pretty quickly. I'm hitting him up here with a mortar. We're just going to go for an Earthquake on top of his mortar. It's going to get taken out, and we should be able to get a mortar lock on top of the tower. I'll go Ice Spirit to freeze whatever he drops, so if he goes in for a Musk, we can just easily go Guards to distract her, and that's almost going to be tower down, especially if this mortar gets one more shot. It's already going to pretty much be GG. Yeah, there we go. Now all I got to do is just defend for the remainder of the game. We can just let the miner... Actually, I can just Mighty Miners. I thought he was going to play it in the back, because if he played it in the back, I would have obviously had to play Mighty Miner on the Musk. But because he played it in the front, I was able to distract the Musk and also take out the miner at the same time, which was solid stuff over there for us. So I'll just go for an Earthquake here on top of the Musketeer. I think that'll put the Musk in range of getting killed by that mortar. Yeah, it does. So we'll just go Ice Spirit here. Didn't actually distract his mortar, which is what I was trying to do. Doesn't really matter that much, though, because this game is already over. It was kind of already over a minute ago, but now it's definitely over, because he's out of time. So that's going to be GG. Another win against another mortar deck. Guess mortar's solid this meta. Mortar's a very free-to-play friendly win condition, too, along with the Hog Rider, so maybe this will be a good deck for a lot of you guys to run this season. So let's see how close we are to League 6. I think maybe we have to win just one more game. Oh, yeah, we actually already are in League 6. Boost is OP. I think so far I'm still undefeated this season, but I guess that's not too impressive because obviously, it doesn't get too difficult until I would say League 8 or 9. This guy does have a Classic Challenge win though, so definitely going to be a decent opponent over here. He's got a Hog, so yeah, I wasn't lying when I said Hog is going to be good this season. I genuinely think Hog is... I actually think Hog might be one of the most... Well, it's not broken, but I think it's one of the best win conditions right now in the game. I don't know if you guys agree with that, but I have a strong feeling this season Hog might be at least a top 3 win condition. But it might even be like a top 2 win condition. I guess we'll find out as the season progresses, but it's just super solid. Like, if your opponent doesn't have a NATO, well, speak of the devil, but, well, I guess we'll see if we can work our way around it. Okay, nice. It does take out that XE there. We definitely want a Hog because his NATO's not in cycle. He probably will go Cannon. So we do got to watch out for that. Let's go for a Hog and then just, I guess, go for an Earthquake on top of the cannon that I had a feeling he was going to play. And we are going to get a couple big-time Hog shots in. That's great for us. And, wow, he actually had to go Valk, and he played it last second. I think it's either because he was low on Elixir or because I think maybe, yeah, he just was low on Elixir. I thought he had enough, but maybe he didn't, or he just played it late. I don't know. If he plays an Executioner, I'll probably just Mighty Miner in the opposite lane, like send it in the other lane. But, actually, it might be better to keep it same lane to help damage that Xe. I'm going to Hog, because even though I know he can probably just NATO, he might mess it up, or it might make him panic a little bit because of the fact I got the Musk there. And yeah, as you can see, he technically did mess up the NATO, because even though it pulled the Hog to the King Tower, he did end up taking a Hog hit still. Also, he didn't get anything down on that mortar, so we do end up getting a big connection over there. So now at this point, even though he does have the NATO, it doesn't really matter that much, because all I really need is to just get a couple more Hog hits, or even just cycle Earthquakes and defend well, and we pretty much have this one wrapped up. So we'll just go Musk here. We'll go for a Mortar, get an Ice Spirit going, and then probably go Mighty Miner off to the side here. Just because, yeah, had a feeling he would try to NATO everything together, and I thought maybe it would make it harder for him, but he still was able to do it. Okay, good rocket by him. Ooh, really bad log, though. He didn't need that. So, yeah, we still have a pretty sizable lead, so I'm not really too concerned yet. I'm just going to go ahead and log that. We can go for an Ice Spirit here to buy us more time, and then we'll go for a last-second Mortar to pull that Hog away. And does force a cannon out of him. Unfortunately, yeah, we aren't going to be able to get a Mortar lock. We'll go for a Mighty Miner here, and then let's go for a Hog here this time, switching up the placement, so if he went Rocket, it might have caused him to miss. That Hog might get a shot. Yeah, it does. Let's go. So now all I really need is just 2 Earthquakes, so we'll just try to have some solid defense, and we should be okay here. Let's just go Mortar again, high up. I like to play it high because it just pressures their tower. Oh, nice. It actually locked on the tower. Yeah, nice. So that's going to be GG. I think that wasn't that bad, even though he had Tornado. I feel like that matchup was still close to even, just because of the fact he had Cannon, and Earthquake just wrecks decks that have Cannon in it, obviously. So we'll go for a couple more games over here. Maybe 3 more if one of them is really, really quick, but I'd say for now 2 more probably. So let's just go for, okay, he's going to go Gob Hut in the other lane, so let's go ahead and Hog, and then from there see what he does. He is going to go Goblins, so I'm going to log those. Maybe I could have logged a little earlier, which would have gotten us, you know, probably an extra Hog hit. Kind of unfortunate I didn't have an Earthquake in cycle for his Goblin Hut. That would have been really solid if I did, because it would have gotten practically no value, but unfortunately I didn't, so we had to, you know, defend that a little differently. Although maybe it's a good thing I saved my Earthquake, because now I have it available on defense, which I obviously do need here. Maybe I should have logged a little earlier. It's alright, though. Let's just get a Mighty Miner going in front of the Musk, and then if he plays something like Goblins or anything else that I can just wipe out, I'm going to do that. Let's get an Ice Spirit down. Nice, we do get it down in time. Really solid. I was worried I was going to get that down late. So Musk ends up staying alive. Let's send that Mighty Miner in the... Oh, if I got that down, we would have been able to take out the Spear Gobs. It's alright, though. We can't Hog, because if I do, he's just going to go Goblins on it, and I don't have my log in cycle, so that'll be pretty stupid. What I am going to do, though, is Mortar, because this might make him a little bit uncomfortable, this pressure. Yeah, as you can see, he actually overcommitted a ton over there. He just went Rascal's Phoenix, which is definitely a massive overcommitment. Alright, I'm definitely going to Hog. It's going to pull back the Phoenix. We're going to go for a log. Yep, I knew he was going to go Goblins. So that'll give us back the lead. Oh, I thought that Hog was going to get one more shot. Either way, though, still a good Hog. We took back the lead. Good, kind of nice little prediction on the Goblins. I have Earthquake. Yeah, so now finally we do have the Earthquake for the Goblin Hut, which is what I really needed for sure. We'll go for Mighty Miner here. You have to try to figure out how we want to play the rest of this game, because we're not in a great spot. You know, even though we did take back the lead, Graveyard does tend to get better as the match progresses, which is a little scary for us here, considering, but, yeah, let's see, I guess. That was great defense. Maybe the poison was a bit of an overcommitment. Let's get an Earthquake down. Ooh, he misclicked the Gob Hut. That's GG. Log on the Goblins if he plays those. Yeah, nice. He still played them even though he had all the time in the world to see I logged. So yeah, it's going to be GG. Nice win against this new Graveyard deck. Maybe I should make a video on this Graveyard deck. I had a few people request it. Maybe, I don't know if you guys want me to do a 12-win Grand Challenge with it, or if you guys would prefer to play it. I play it on ladder, I guess. Let me know. I'm fine doing either one. Like I said, I almost always beat the deck when I match it, so I don't think the deck is that amazing, but it's probably decent. So I don't know. I think it's a decent deck. I don't think it's one of the best decks in the meta, but it's one where it's like, you know, you can use it if you want. And it's probably this might be the same exact deck. We'll see. So we do see the Goblin Hut. I'm going to just send in a Hog for now. Okay, he's got Miners, so this is definitely something different. Perhaps he's got a bait type of deck. We see the Skellies, though, so that's kind of throwing me off a little bit. He likely doesn't have another building besides the Goblin Hut, unless this is something really off meta, because typically, okay, so this is going to be a little obnoxious. Actually, that's kind of good he went for that ability, because it ended up, you know what? Let's go for a Hog here. He's probably going to go Goblin Hut, so I have my Earthquake ready. Oh, he went Musk. Thank goodness I didn't go for an Earthquake. Yeah, nice. Okay, that was good. Yeah, he overcommitted so much. I was saying I'm kind of glad he went for that Monk, because even though it was going to be, I knew it was going to be a little annoying to defend, I knew it was really aggressive, and also just like, I don't know, like I knew I would be able to counter push off of it pretty well, which is kind of what happened. I'm going to just Ice Spirit, and then what I'm... Oh, wow, I didn't think he had enough Elixir to go Cannon Cart there. Dang. I guess that was good defense on his end there. I'll probably just go for a Hog to distract this Cannon Cart, and I'm pretty sure it'll... Alright, I'm going to go... I'm going to Log instead of Earthquaking that, yeah, just to save Elixir. Let's go for the Log. And then I'm going to Mortar. I'm going to Ice Spirit in case he decides to go Musk. He actually... sir? You misclicked the Monk! Buddy. What the heck? If you guys didn't know, you can activate the King Tower off the Monk like that. It's pretty easy to do. Just wanted to do that, just to show off that you can, even though most of you guys probably knew that. It's, definitely do that if you're against a Monk deck where the win condition's a ground card, like, let's say Hog, or, well, I guess the only time where it's not really worth it, let's put it, when it's a ranged shooting win condition. So, like, if you're against an RG Monk deck, it's not really worth doing that. You're probably better off just, you know, not worrying about getting the activation. But if you're against, like, a Hog Monk deck or, like, Miner Monk, then you probably want to take advantage of that, especially if that happens at any point in the game, like, early on. Either way, I guess that'll be it for the video. Kind of, you know, nothing... The games weren't anything too crazy, because, again, I'm only in League 6, but I'm going to get higher up soon. I've just had, you know, I've been, like, a little busy. Today I actually went to a baseball game. I haven't been to one in a while. You see I got the Cup shirt on. I was born in Chicago. Kind of a fun fact for you guys. Those of you guys who didn't know, I live in, Virginia now, but that's where I was born, and... My dad is kind of like a big Cubs fan, so he kind of likes to go to the games, and yeah, me and my brother sometimes go with. But yeah, I haven't been to one, and it's been a while. It's been like over a year, maybe in like 2 years or something. But anyway, that's kind of off topic a little bit. Make sure to like the video if you guys did end up enjoying it. Subscribe if you guys are not subscribed already, and thanks again. Until next time, guys.